Watch out.
Oh, hello there. So first of all, obviously I'll apologize that you're seeing this is in a back perspective as opposed to the side perspective. But the rooms of this light are still dead, which is why we're struggling to try to get some light. But as it's Wednesday, June 5th, please actually show for once there. From what I realized, this a month from now is going to be the US releases for aespa's Armageddon and such. And this time I thought it would be fun to actually kind of document the entire experience and getting the album. Now, obviously, we're filming this part because I typically don't film myself getting the aespa albums. I tried to twice. The first time was when I actually started working on Ryder and had to get some footage of me going to Barnes & Noble and getting Girls, because that was the recent album at the time, because Girls was basically the album that Barnes & Noble was holding. I realized that footage didn't film, or it didn't record for some reason, even though I vividly remember getting the, what was it called, the Girls version, or is that Queendom? But I think it was just, because the other version is called the Real World version. I don't remember, but like I remember grabbing that one and like holding my phone, like holding my phone up to it. That was the God Charge gun. Like I remember like holding it up, and apparently that footage never recorded. I have footage of me walking in that section, but I don't have footage of me holding the album. And like luckily at that point, like at time after when I realized that Kwanya had to get delayed, My World was already coming through. So it was just like, okay, like we have to re-record it to get My World anyway. But then it was at that point when I was trying to look for my footage for Girls, which I think was during the last mid-year update video to get that footage, I realized it didn't exist. Because the footage I got for Spicy My World was the Target exclusive zine version, as I failed to... I did record the Barnes & Noble one, but like, it was just me getting yelled at. So that wasn't usable. So I got the footage I need, and then I was originally going to do it for drama, but then I never went to Target just because like I already got the zine version from Barnes & Noble, and I think from what I know they're both kind of the same. They just have different cards, so I didn't really bother. And again, I think I only found like I know I can grab them over there. Okay, so basically, I keep forgetting I have them. So the status of My World was that we got both the Ning Ning version of the prologue, and then we got the Barnes & Noble one and such. I did not record this one because I got this one on the whim. I literally just like looked at the album section, picked it up, and like just dashed back at the cart. And I found I knew this one was going to be there because this was what I was initially going to get. This one was just more of a bonus. And this one was like, because, oh my gosh, it really does say issue 2. And this is the thing I realized. You can see this. I did not realize this until people pointed it out with Armageddon. This is issue 2. What's issue 1 then? Because issue 3 is Armageddon's. Because they didn't do this for drama. Because I was like, because this one is not an issue at all. What's issue 1? Just the Korean version? Like, is issue 2? Does that mean issue 2 is exclusive? No, I think the thing is that I think they only release issue 2 here for the sake of the cards. I think that's the only exclusivity. But like, I think other than that, like, if you get it online, I think there's 2 zine versions, or technically 3. And I didn't know. I only had 2 out of the 3. I also got the poster version of Ning Ning's. Just because, again, it was on the whim. Well, it's not on the whim. I found it like the 2 weeks prior at Walmart, and luckily it was still there. I don't like it. And then again, with drama, it's just like, okay, I got the Barnes & Noble version. Like, you know, we have the strip and such. Apparently, what are these called? I don't remember what this version is called. But apparently the only difference is just the cover. Which is, I think I find weird. Because the cover is literally just... The cover is not even pictures that are contained. Because if you want pictures from this, like, photo shoot, you have to get this version. And I do like this version, but I hope this is only one. I hope there isn't another one I need to get. As I've already said before, technically the only versions of drama that I'm actually trying to track down are the sequence versions. As I only have Karina, Giselle, and Ning Ning. Because instead of Winter, they gave me another Karina. Oh, whoops. Which I guess makes sense, because I think Winter's version is very popular. However, I realized, card-wise, they'll all randomize, which I think is weird. I thought the cards were personalized towards which version you got. So, like, again, like, if you got, like, the Giselle version, then you have a 1 out of 3 chance of getting 1 of 3 Giselle cards and such. I thought that's how it worked. But no, you get whoever. So, yes, there's the possibility of, yeah, I could pull a Winter card, just not with hers. But I still want hers no matter what. And I'm probably still not going to open this one. Even though, obviously, there's the possibility that I might pull a second Photocard, which I luckily have not had to encounter. No, I've had. What am I talking about? Obviously, Savage, I only have the Digipack, and Girls, I have the 2 photo books, but I'm not gonna get those. So, what does that mean for Armageddon? What am I gonna get for the sake of Kwanya verse 3, and basically for myself? So, basically, I need to actually look on Twitter, because I obviously haven't really paid attention. Like, obviously I have, but like, I don't keep it up. I don't keep up as much. I try not to, because I just think it's more like I just quickly peek through it and like I move on. So, how long ago did they put out the details? Because they split them. They split the details for some reason. Because they split it like, I think they put them 2 weeks apart, I think. Because I think the first version that we have to address are the Super Bean versions. Because I think people, like, before, like, right when they announced, like, oh yeah, they're doing their first album, people already figured out they're doing 14 versions or something with it. And it's like, I'm not doing that. No. And yes, I'm filming the demo for the Gotcha Igniter. Okay, well, I found them, but let me just look through the rest of these pictures again. So, first of all, let's talk about, because obviously we have the space here, the Super Bean version. Obviously, I'm only gonna get Ning Ning. That's gonna be the entirety of this, just because I don't want to collect everyone, just for the sake of it. I'm only just gonna collect Ning Ning. That's been my attitude with collecting aespa. just I only want Ning Ning. That's it. which which I forgot. I still have to get the poster version for Ning Ning's, like, Ning Ning's poster version for drama, just to recreate something stupid. But yeah, for sure. I mean, the thing too is that we're gonna basically talk about the likelihood of us actually getting what version. So I would really like to get the Super Bean version of Ning Ning's, but I'm very doubtful that we're actually going to get it here. Because I don't think that would do well in stores. Because I think, for the most part, from what I've observed, which I've realized that I don't know why I don't use that word, I think most of the time, retail stores will typically just sell the group versions. Like, again, I think it was a rarity for, like, My World, for example, that they actually sold the member versions. Because they didn't do have a drama. So, it will be cool, but I don't think they will. Now I have to scroll back up. Okay, now we found more of the previews. So, okay, so here's, I think, the main version of the album, the authentic version. If it's group stuff, I try to get both versions. Because, like, I don't know, like, I think those are more manageable. So, like, if it's basically not, like, if it's not member specific, I'll try to get what I can. Zine version. There's only one version, so of course. My Power. There's a group version of that too? Alright. So I guess it's the group one and Ning Nings. Again, I think for what I already have seen, let's get to the mini versions first. Obviously, these are not going to be sold here. I still yet to pick up an SM mini. I've been meaning to. It was birthday. I wanted to get the SM minis just for the sake of completing my Yuri cards. But My Power, I feel like it's just. I feel like these are just basically just the digipack, like the digipack version of Savage. Because I think people were saying that they are huge. I'll get it. I'm pretty sure this is the size of it. Unless it's going to be bigger. But I'm pretty sure this is the size of the My Power versions. I'll probably try to get a group one, but obviously we'll just go for Ning Ning. And honestly, looking at it, it's like, or just looking at the entire lineup, it's actually not, like, too overwhelming. Again, the poster version, if they sell it, because if they are not gonna sell it, then, like, like, why is there two different layouts? What's the point? Why are there two different layouts for the same thing. They don't point anything out. They don't point anything different out. It's just a different color palette. Yeah. Looking at the preview for or the details for the My Power, it is literally just the digipack version. But because they do poster versions now, they can't call it a digipack, I guess. Oh yeah, the SM Mini versions have like chains that like, because the SM Mini versions are based off of the pictures I think from Supernova. But like, from like the dance break, from like the floors and such with the stylized like symbols, they have those as additional chains and such. It's like that's actually pretty cool, but I probably won't get them, especially because I think aren't SM Minis like $14 a piece or something? Is that it for the details? I think that is. So basically, what we said that we're going to talk about the likability of actually being able to obtain them. Wait, why are they breaking up the details? Okay. So, yeah, oh yeah, well, okay, is this literally just like two different covers? Because this looks like. Alright, yeah, it's literally just two different covers, but obviously. I'm dumb and well, okay, looking at the details, the postcards and the photo posters seem to be like. Those seem to be like. Not manual. I'm blocking my light. Those seem to be like already determined. Because the postcards, you're already going to get 4 types, and you're already going to get the one poster. It's just the card. And there's also a group photo card. So it'll work out with this thing for sure. So yeah, maybe I don't know, because personally I'll prefer to get the cover with what do you call it again? The cornfield thing. I forget what it's called. Like, because people were complaining about how like uninspiring the cover is, despite the fact like even I knew right away that like the cover was supposed to be like a cornfield of some kind because of the fact that they're super beans now or something. So I'll prefer to get that cover, but like obviously, like I think again like this is actually kind of rare that they're actually giving you the majority of the stuff. Like again, the only random thing is the photo card. So yeah, I'm not gonna get both versions of My Power. And this is the first time I'm actually going in depth with the details and such for myself. Because typically I go into these blind. But because of the fact this is their first album, and because I'm doing this video, just telling you what we're going to try to get, I think it makes sense. So again, there's 5 covers. The photo books are the same. Okay, so yeah, that's so interesting with this version or with this album. They're not like changing up, like they're really actually kind of being friendly to you. They're not forcing you to get all the versions. So like, because again, it's just the outside that's different. But like looking at here, the insides are like the same, or they're not. Like okay, never mind. Like obviously the photo books are different. So yeah, I'll probably still get. I'll still get both Ning Nings and the groups versions. But I don't think these are ones that you can get in the store. In here too, there's two different posters. So, um, obviously there's probably going to be the chance I'm going to get the same poster. But the photo cards are obviously different. But the tattoo stickers are the same no matter what. Poster version, woohoo. um, yeah, it's just the same. Oh, but the posters are interesting. Oh, all right. And I don't like this version, but like, I don't know if I can, then I will. The zine version is actually the one I'm actually kind of looking for. Um, it seems like kind of the same stuff like the poster version, but this one again, the zine version again has what, just the one photo poster or two? There seems to be two. The postcards are 3 out of 9. Wow. And there's Photocard A and Photocard B. Okay. And then 2 stickers out of 10, of course. Of course they would do that. Like, honestly though, like looking at these are pretty interesting. But I think that's it. No, because there's the CD player version. Oh my god, I forgot about this version. Yeah, so one of the last versions of this album is a CD, like a literal CD player, and I think it's $110, and it's already sold out. Like all, what they said, 30,000 are sold out, and they're not going to produce more, which is kind of dumb, honestly. Because genuinely, I was like, and it's huge. Like, this CD player is huge. Like, look at it. If I actually had the funds, heck yeah, I would have got it to review it. But apparently the thing too is that you can, like, apparently it's a thing you had to, like, proxy buy or something. You can't just get it normally. Like, you can't just import it. You have to, like, it's only within Korea that you're able to buy it, which I think is weird. Because, like, it's a CD player. Why does it only need to be within Korea? Like, that's weird. But, like, honestly, at the same time, though, like, this is probably the best version of the album you can get because nothing's randomized. Everything is guaranteed. The photo cards. And, okay, so you only get photo cards, but, like, I mean, you get a package, a lyric sheet, and stickers that represent each song. But, like, you know, you get 5 guaranteed photo cards, which is pretty neat. But I think that's it for the album details on it. It seems like that because I don't know where people were getting the. I don't know if people were getting like the details about the Walmart and Target versions, to which I had to look up myself like 34 minutes before starting this video because Walmart and Target exclusives. That's what we were talking about. I think I already alluded to this because I've been wanting to film this intro for a while. It was just that I didn't like. I was kind of uncertain of like, well, when do we start then? Because like I originally was like, oh, we're gonna do like the day before, but then after hearing that, we have to wait until next month. Literally next month for it to get for the Armageddon albums to actually come over here. I'm just like, might as well just film it now. Even though like I'm like 3 videos left of filming the gotcha demos until you know, the Dread Driver, the Legend Common Riser, and the Nijigan come here. Zrykin already got the Alchemist Driver. He's just gonna obviously wait for the other 3. But like, I mean, I would say that's kind of a stretch, but at the same time, it's just whatever. Because it did technically, like, I would have at least expected it to be like the last week of the month and such. Because I think for I have to move these things, but like for Wendy's album, I think this was a month later. I think because well, it was at least like a month and a days after, because this was originally like a a March 12th release, and then it got released here on April 19th. But I was too impatient and got it online off of Target, even though I could have gotten it off of Barnes & Noble. But I'm still contemplating whether or not I actually want to get multiple versions of this one to get all the cards, or just get the cards singly. Because again, I'm still waiting to get the other versions because I would rather prefer to do all of those versions on stream as opposed to just oh jeez. So I think for sure, like, I don't even know what the Barnes and Noble, like, is there even a Barnes and Noble exclusive? Let's check. Because I saw Walmart and Target. Yeah, so I don't think there's a Barnes and Noble exclusive this time around? That's weird. You can import it, but why would you? Because look, this authentic version right now is $42.99. That's not it. But yeah, because it's a pre-order. I mean, I'll admit, like, maybe it's just because I was already late, but like, I barely saw Drama at all. Like, I only saw Drama twice, and that was in Barnes & Noble. That was what their exclusive version, and then the photo book version. Giant version, that's what it's called. Yeah, so I got the Drama version and the Giant version from Barnes & Noble. I did not get... Because I think those are the only... The heck? That? Wow. That's unfortunate. Apparently people that bought it online didn't get the photo cards. That's so upsetting. That's why I'm kind of like contemplating, like, try to just get them online. Because, like, the issue is that it's going to be through Zrykin then. But I mean, it's like, I don't think it'll be an issue. I don't have any toys I need to get. Like, urgently. I don't know, because it's just like, I'm just kind of, because again, where I live, my area is kind of like on and off about whether or not they'll actually be in stock or not. So like that's why I'm like, should I just to get it over with? Should I just get it online, or should I just wait it out and just see what they have here and such? Because the fact that, again, for me at least, they've only sold the drama version and the giant version here for us, but we didn't even get like all the individual versions. I don't even think we got the poster version here. I'm gonna assume we didn't get the poster version here if it's not listed on Barnes and Noble, because I feel like they tried doing it with My World. I'm sorry for constantly saying spicy, but I feel like they, I don't know, maybe to them, I'm not referring to Barnes and Noble. I'm not referring to the stores. I'm probably referring to Warner. They probably saw that like probably not a lot of people were buying all the versions, so they were just like, oh, we're just gonna cut back then. And like, I don't know. It puts like, even though like my whole entire like what I originally wanted to do was like obviously I wanted to like build up with how much I was getting for like each aespa album if you couldn't tell, but then I ruined that with oh no, I didn't ruin it because the poster version you didn't see yet. But like, well, now I technically did, because like like when we covered Savage, because it was the first mini album, we only got the digipack version, so we only got one version. And then when we got to Girls, because it was the second mini album, we had two photo book versions. And then when we got to My World, for it being the third mini album, we covered we had three albums. But with drama, I can't even do that. Well, drama technically is going to be 5 or 6 versions. Because I'm still, I don't know, because I've seen how cheap the giant versions go for as like 4, but like new, which is why I'm like, I might go for them, but like at the same time, like right now, I just want to get Winter's version, and also there are these. We gotta talk about the pre-order cards. No, it's these 3 cards of Ning Ning, to which the thing about these cards is that these are 3 different pre-order bonuses cards. What the heck was that wording? These are all from 3 different stores. And it's like, why? This is getting too much. Wait. No way. Okay, I just realized this. The Walmart exclusive cards for my power are from Licorice. And I haven't seen Licorice, but I've seen people talk about it. Because I just read this caption. It's like, oh. So, this Ning Ning is from K-Town For You. This one's from Music Korea, which I haven't heard of. This one's Apple Music. Should I just go for these cards? Like, honestly, this is getting, like, this... I'm so glad I'm not super heavy into card collecting. Okay, like, I won't take any more of your guys' time. Especially because that means this intro is like an hour long, and like the rest of the video is going to be like 10 minutes max, just overviewing what versions I did eventually get, or what I got, and such. Like, isn't that sad? I don't know, we'll figure something out. This is literally an hour long intro. Why? Armageddon. Alright, I think this should be set. So I just drank Alka-Seltzer, but I still think that means I probably can't film today because the review for, or what it was recording this thing that made me realize, like, I was struggling to talk because my voice kept getting I don't want to say nasally, but like my nose was like clogging up my voice, so like I was having a really hard time trying to speak. So it was just like, okay. After I filmed this, and after filming these two, I'm like, okay, like we can't continue filming. Today is July 5th, so we're at the day of Armageddon, technically. So yeah, no, I apologize. Like my nose is like getting stuffed right now, so I apologize with how I sound. So I'll try to make this quicker. But it's the day that Armageddon gets released, uh, domestically and such. However, obviously it's been a month, I think, since I filmed the last part and such, and because of that, I don't remember how this was lit. I think there's enough light. I think what I was trying to get is that I can't really recap what exactly we were trying to get to, just because of the fact I think I am going to cut down those 40 minutes because some of it was not really necessary. But however, I did want to discuss of what I did end up securing so far. Tentatively. A discretion about this is that all of these are through Macari via buy for some reason. So the first one we got is the poster version of Armageddon of Ning Nings. And as you can see from here, I'll be discreet about the prices. We got this for $11 with, I think, the description says, with this card as a bonus. As the description says, this is the Town's Records pre-order bonus card, which that's a common thing with a lot of these I got just at 1 a.m. Oh my gosh, load. I need to eat. Alright, so these next two are the My Power versions of Armageddon. So this one I got for $11.38, and what I was trying to show is that I did get Ning Nings too. That was also, new, because I didn't want to do. Oh wait, why is it here? I didn't want to deal with. Obviously, I could have dealt with the shop that I previously got the sequence versions and Chokill's photo books, and just have gambled with it, but like generally, because I generally would only do that if I actually had the intention of getting them all, but because again, I don't, I wanted to painstakingly try to track down these versions individually and such. Battery exhaust, whoop-de-doo. Hopefully the framing for that is correct, but so that technically means that's 3 versions down from what I wanted to go for, I think, because obviously I try to look for the Super Bean version of Ning Nings, no luck, because I was just looking through that person's store that I got the My Power versions from, and they did have one listed, but it was sold out. And I think for me personally, what's left is the photo book, just one. I don't remember which version, and or like the main version, the one that's not. The one that's the crop circle, because I finally remembered that was the term. Why is this so blue? Like, if we if we turn off color the LUT, like look how blue the background is, and then when we have the LUT back on, I don't know. And then the zine version, to which is where I was going to get to, because I don't know personally when I will go out shopping next, but I want to just remind myself what exactly these versions are, because I only remember Barnes and Noble. Okay, so Target is a exclusive version of My Power. Has an exclusive version of My Power. Walmart also has a My Power, but I don't think that's right because I thought that Walmart. Who has the? I thought that was Barnes and Noble. Wait, Barnes and Noble has a poster version, which I find weird. But that actually means. So does that mean I still had to track down a zine version? Because I assume that the zine version, both Walmart and Target are selling the My Power versions. And I assume they are at least going to sell like another version of the album, which is why I didn't bother trying to track down the photo book immediately and such, because I'm pretty sure that that will get released. I think for us at least, we typically get like two versions. We get the exclusive, and then we get like a standard version and such. So I'm not going to be surprised if I can secure a photo book here, but I'm not going to be surprised if I can't get things like the Super Bean versions, because I don't think those will sell in like general retail and such. So I don't know. Honestly, this time around, I don't feel that compelled to get the exclusives, but I will get them just because. But I think it'll be the case. Like, I think I definitely want to go for the Walmart exclusives because of the photo cards being from Licorice. Because I think it would just be nice to have that, even though I don't know how I would complete it because I don't really have ways of doing that. Yeah, so I'm just gonna assume for us at least, we're only gonna have. What are the photo cards for the Target version? But yeah. So I'm not gonna be surprised if I can only get like, because obviously for me, the Barnes and Noble exclusives are typically the easiest ones to obtain. But I'm not gonna be surprised if I can't get. Not gonna be surprised if I can only secure the photo book and a Barnes and Noble exclusive and maybe the Walmart exclusive. I've never seen. Well, aespa, I've never seen their exclusives in my stores. I mean, my Walmart never had drama to begin with. So I don't know how they will have Armageddon. Maybe I think they probably will. I've seen I see them up to, I saw Dreamscape and such. Like I've seen them being very up to date with their album releases. So I don't, I'm not gonna. I'm not. I don't know how to word it. I'm not too worried about them not having Armageddon, though. I just feel like they probably won't. If we do potentially go out and shop this weekend, I don't think they will have it just because of my area is pretty small. Very rarely they actually have things immediately, because from my experience, the only time I've seen them do that was with the first wave of Beast Morphers figures, which means, yeah, if I can secure a photo book and one of the exclusives, I think I will be good here. And then that will mean the only version I have to track down will be the Super Beam version and such. Which wouldn't be too bad. So, I mean, we're at least itching through and such. And I can also, I guess, at least just say, like, even though it has nothing to do with Armageddon, but, like, at least I also did decide to catch up on other ones, like, with drama. Especially. Besides still not being able to secure a winter version of the sequence version, because like I don't know why. Because at this point, like with the sequence versions, I don't care for the photo cards. I generally just want the photo books, just because I really did like those not shorts, but like I really did like what they did with on the drama and such. I'm not going to spoil exactly what I got of drama. I'll save it whenever I get those to me. And I also I also forgot to mention this, because this was, I think, the reason why I actually did the video, or why I started filming it. I did secure Hot Mess. As of this date, I still have yet to actually look into it at all. I've seen clips muted of the bridge, apparently, and I'm kind of ecstatic about it. Like, I'm kind of into it. Just, but I'm still, I don't know when I'll actually get around into. It was because Riken was looking on Rakuten, and I just had the idea of like, what can I find on Rakuten? And then I found, which I think is fine, because I think the Rakuten cards are actually my favorite of the bonuses and such, because I initially was going to be like, oh, well, we'll just get it off of CD Japan, or like we'll get it off of Amazon Japan, but then I remembered going off of like all of the other Ryder releases, like the Common Ryder opening releases they would do. I feel like Amazon Japan tends to have the worst bonuses, pre-order bonuses, because it's literally just, hey, like here's a big poster or postcard. It's like, I don't know. It's like I want something smaller. I just, and like just seeing all the other stores had cards. I know Warner Records is probably the second most, or the second one that's like, yeah, you should probably actually get these because of the unit cards and such. But Rakuten, on the other hand, it was just like, first of all, hopefully I actually do get these cards, but I don't know. It's just like, you know what? Sure. Just, I think it would be interesting and such, just to like get in to jump in on the aspect of, ooh, look, I actually know what my pre-order bonuses are, as opposed to when I did initially get the Red Velvet Seasons 2023 Seasons greeting, where the pre-order bonus was actually a shock. Yeah. Again, I don't know when I'll actually listen to Hot Mess, because I have not heard any of their Japanese songs. I know Zoom Zoom has been out for a while, but it's more just like, if it's for me, if it's like absolutely necessary for Kwanya verse 3, then I'll probably engage with it. But again, I think the issue is that I can't really say much about it besides, oh hey, this is the ending for Beyblade X and such. I think I'm going to have to conclude this, just because my sinuses are acting up and such, and my food's been done heating up for the past 25 minutes, so I mean, again, technically it's fine that I'm not, that, again, it's only July 5th and such. I have to potentially hold back Geats anyway, because I don't know when Potion Rage will get released, because I still have yet to open my Dooms Geats buckle and such. And also, as you can see here, this is the desk and such, even though I would have just simply kept these in the box still, because I'm not even at the Zillion driver yet. All of these are out, because Vision driver is just sitting on top of Wendy's album, because I need to stream this month. I don't even know. Now I'm kind of contemplating whether or not I want to make this month's stream. Oh, whoops. I want to make this month's stream a unboxing spectacular where I actually unbox the buy box that these Armageddon albums are going to be in, because there was a main reason why we did this buy box that wasn't just all the build stuff I wanted to get were sold out, so I just decided to catch up on aespa stuff. But yeah, I don't know how I want to handle that live stream, because I don't know if we should do an entire unboxing stream, because there's some things I kind of want to keep for this video, which I've already shown, and probably not show on stream. But at the same time, it's just like I never did a live unboxing in a while, so I need to eat.
Like licorice.
Okay, I apologize for the lackluster setup, but I am going out, so which means I might have the chance of being able to find it. I mean, I'm feeling a bit better. My throat's dry, but and my nose is still heavily runny, but I don't think I can film still. Also, I've been having a lot of stomach issues now, but or it just hurts for some reason, but I took Pepto-Bismol, so I'll film it with, I'm not bringing the camera obviously, but bringing my phone. Obviously I'll bring my phone to see if it's there, so I'll leave this set and then just finish setting this up when I come back, if we have any results. I didn't know these were actually available. I thought it was just the exclusive, because I don't even know what's available. I'm gonna get ready for the beep. Woohoo! We actually succeeded in something! So, initially, the plan wasn't for us to go to Barnes & Noble, but because of the fact that, I did not, as you saw, there was nothing at Walmart, so I had, so when Ryder asked, like, do you guys want to go anywhere else, I immediately was like, Barnes & Noble. And so, to my surprise, as you saw from the footage, obviously, we have the, I'll probably have B-roll, but we have the Barnes & Noble exclusive poster version, to which surprisingly was for 10% off already, despite being released yesterday. But Draken said it looked battered up, which I kind of picked the one that was in front, because there was at least, I think from the footage, there was 2 of these. And then to my surprise, I apologize if my voice still sounds raspy, they are selling the Super Beam versions. So we have Ning Ning's version of the Super Beam version, to which I'm always lucky with these versions, that they always just happen to have Ning Ning, because that happened to me with My World, with the prologue version and the poster version. So they had Ning Ning for the Super Beam version, which I was really psyched about. As you can see from the price, obviously it's kind of steep, but I guess it's localized price. This sold for like $24.99. Poster version is $17.99, because I know from Walmart, the Walmart sold these from what I recall from My World for like $12. Jeez, the lighting is so bad. Yeah, obviously, I'm not really looking much into the poster version, but it was at least it's an exclusive, so mine as well. But I'm really psyched about the Super Vegan version just because I was not anticipating to find this, nor the My Power version. But they only had Giselle. But like I said before, look, I did secure them at least. But I'm glad because now I think I'm only going to look forward to the Walmart exclusive at this point then. I was not anticipating on being able to find the Super Bean version. So yeah, we're coming along pretty well. I don't know what much more to add, but like I'm surprised we actually found more because I was generally only expecting to be like, okay, here we only found this one after the abysmal that was Walmart, but I don't know if we go out in the next 2 weeks. Maybe Walmart will have it. Like what I said before, I've never seen a Walmart exclusive in person. It's only Barnes and Noble, and I don't even know if I'm gonna bother going for the Target one because again, basically, that's basically if I actually genuinely want to find these, but I'm only gonna like aggressively ask to go to Target for whenever Cosmic gets released, which is the next month from yesterday, or is it the 6th? I don't remember, but I'm at least glad to actually find something of Armageddon, especially coming after Drama, to which Drama basically had nothing. I know I've talked about it a lot, but because like I think I was thinking about it over when we were going from Walmart to Barnes and Noble. But like Drama barely had like any releases as opposed to like My World and Armageddon now. Because oh yeah, the photo book version too. Hopefully I can find that, unless they're generally only going to release the Super Bean versions. But like not My World, Drama was so lackluster because it was literally only technically, I think general release wise, it was only the photo book version, and then it was for the exclusives at Target and Barnes and Noble. It was only the giant version. There was no like member specific versions of things. Also, I think the thing too is that with these releases for starting from here, I think they actually are no longer part of Warner Music anymore. Because I think what people said is that they're part of Virgin Music Records or something. Like they changed labels or something. Yeah, for this one it actually says so because you look down here. Again, I'll probably have better B-roll, but this one has Esseman and Cacao. But this one, however, actually has Esseman Virgin Music, so maybe that's the reason why we're actually getting more releases again, as opposed to what happened with Drama, of just basically only have the one photo book version, and then the the exclusive giant versions and such. So hopefully I can find the photo book version eventually, but basically the goal is to try to find the Walmart exclusive. But I doubt that will be the case. Alright, so these are coming. No, okay, I wanted to say like today's the day. I finally got the other Armageddon albums from Bai, as today is. Okay, like admittedly, it's a lot later than I wanted to film because Dragon was talking to me about things, and I don't know. Okay, so like here, we will change it to this for the sake of it being Armageddon. Because I actually wanted to film this 2 hours ago, but then Dragon was talking to me about things. But anyways, like, let's go over what I just received. Because I spent, again, 3 hours filming, or not filming, live streaming my buy box. But, so, obviously, as you saw, it's 12:41 a.m. So, it's midnight. Anyways, first of all, we got the, we got the package, no, the poster version of Armageddon. Obviously, we got Ning Ning's version. Obviously, I'll supply close-ups and such, just because it's too dark. To which, this listing, I received the Tower Records exclusive POV, as it's called, which stands for pre-order bonus. And then we have my powers for both Ning Ning. I will still provide close-ups because you can barely see it. It's so shiny. Look how shiny it is. Wow. I did not know that. Wow. And then we have the group version of my power and such. To which, as I addressed before, I did not know these were actually going to be released domestically and such. So technically, I didn't need to import these technically. Oh wow, these have spines too. That's cool. I technically did not need to import these two, but I ended up doing so because I didn't know. So that means that is 3 more versions of Armageddon I obtained, which plus an extra POV. So, which means we have achieved. Oops. We have achieved, I think. Let's just say, like, how many percentage? This is about. Well, I think for the most part, I'm done collecting all, like, Ning Ning's individual versions, because it was just the poster, the Super Bean, and my power. So I need to get myself still the group, like the photo book version, which I think is called the authentic version, or if that's just a specific version. And then obviously, as I think I can elaborate more on, I still need to get myself the Walmart exclusive version, my power version. But like, as you've seen, for 2 weeks, I've met myself with nothing. And I know it's like, well, why don't you just order online? And it's like, you think it's that easy for me to convince one of my siblings to order off of Walmart.com? If I can do it myself, I will do it. But I can't. And the worst part is that, like, I genuinely actually do want the cards for the Walmart exclusives. Like I said before, they're licorice. They're all licorice. But at the same time, like, I saw Giselle's message. I'm like, I want to pull that. But like, either way, I want to pull all 4. But like, why did they have to be Walmart? Why is it not Barnes and Noble? Or like, even Target? Because when I was looking for pre-orders on Cosmic, I saw that they actually had some Armageddon albums in stock, and it was just like, oh wow, that's cool. But I don't think I'm going to get the Target ones, especially because they're just the same like the Walmart ones, just different. Because the thing is that what you have to keep in mind is that I don't think you're going to get this one domestically. I don't think this one's going to get released here. I think it's just the 4 individual members, because of the fact this is the version that the exclusives are. So I'd rather only have one other one, but at the same time, it's like I want to pull the cards, but at the same time, it's like, oh, I don't think my sister will agree for me to get multiple versions of a Walmart one. And it also, again, it's just because, for example, I think these are going to be like, I think these are going to be like $50 a piece, and it's just like, obviously, that's like a huge no-no for me to get multiple versions and such. And because at the same time, it's just like, I'm more like, I'd rather just get the one version and then get the cards later, because I don't want to stockpile on extras of these, just because I'm more curious about people that actually generally want a chance to get those. Which is why, for example, like, as I've said it multiple times, as I have to, oh jeez, I forgot to mention too, like, this Ning Ning card came through, but this is not a part of an, I know it's not a part of an album, but I generally don't know what it's from. For example, like the photo book version of Wendy's second mini album. This is still in my Barnes and Noble, like untouched, but I generally kind of don't want to pick it up. I don't want to pick it up because I want to leave it for someone that actually will want it and such. Because I don't want to do the thing of just like, oh well, like no one's taking it, so I might as well swipe it up, because it's like, especially like with how much inclusions are, like, because again, the amount of inclusions is not really much. Like, yeah, like I'm probably gonna get another photo card, but like at the same time, it's like what if I end up with the same poster, or what if I only get like one out of two new postcards and such? Like, yes, then it's like, well, you can easily just trade for the other one, but then like you have to go through the effort of trying to trade and such. So it's just like, I rather just try to look for it individually, as opposed to shine the light on me. But like, I'd rather be courteous about like everyone else who possibly wants to go for it, just because I think it's just better to do that, even though it's like, oh well, it doesn't look like anyone else is getting it. It's like, I'd rather give those people a chance and such, because that's why, I guess that's what I basically did with tempo, or like, don't mess with my tempo. Like a few years back, was that in 2021 or 22? I think it was in 2021. Like, I would typically let albums sit, and then if no one grabs them, then I'll go for it. But for the case of like aespa, for example, I have to grab them immediately because, like, if it's, because I think, for what I've seen, like aespa, for some reason, in my, like, where I am, I only see it once and it's just gone, or like I'm typically the only one that gets it, and like because unless it's girls surprisingly like was outlasting, to the point that it outlasted so long I managed to get both photo book versions. So let me sit up straight. Other than that, like, I would have filmed a page through, but it's midnight and I need to work on second channel stuff because I didn't do that today because of me live streaming, so I'll probably do it tomorrow. I don't know if I will film I don't know if I'm going to film the page throughs on Armageddon yet, because I want to do all I want to do all the versions together, but at the same time, this is what now. This is 5 versions, and I feel like, honestly, I feel like I should just break it up personally. So then, for example, like, I would do the both poster versions. If I do get the Walmart exclusive, I'll do all three My Powers. And then if I can get myself the photo book version, then we would do both of those. I think that's probably the best way of doing that. Because, yes, it is fun to do all of these in one sitting, but at the same time, it's like... But speaking of other things, obviously, you guys have already known, maybe. But like I said, like I finally got myself the drama, or the scene version up for drama and such, so I can recreate what this is from. And then I think this is a pretty cool bonus I got, though I'm kind of miffed by it. I guess. So this is the giant version for Ning Ning's giant version for drama. But I got it used, but in compensation, like, I thought, because this thing was like nearly $30, so it's, because the giant versions typically are like $10 at best. So I was like, oh, okay, so I'm gonna get this thing new alongside a lot of POVs and such. And again, I already went over these POVs, but like basically we have this Korean store exclusive translucent card, or transparent card. I don't think the description specified what it was from. Then we have the actual Japanese exclusive card for Ning Ning that you get in the Japanese exclusive version of the giant version. So technically, in a way, yes, I did get a giant version card, but it's not the like it's not the Korean one. Because now I only have the domestic, I only have foreign or international photo cards for the giant versions. And then the last two are Warner Music Record Japan exclusive cards. So this is Ning Ning's exclusive card. And then this is the unit card of Winter and Ning Ning, or also their new nickname as Ming Ming Z, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Because I don't know, I was just like, I was kind of starving. I was kind of like, I want a Winter and Ning Ning unit card. And it's just like, I don't like these outfits, but sure. Other than that, we are, I'll say we're 80% there. Even though that 80% is not, but 5? How do you break up 7 into 100? Are we 70% there? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. We're 70% there, I guess. Because I think out of the giant version, I wanted Karina's card. I want a wolf cut Karina photo card. But I guess I'm never gonna get that. Because the last thing I'm gonna get out of drama is the sequence or winter sequence version, which is still so difficult. But yeah, we're 70% there, which is good. Like, that's pretty good. So hopefully, if I get asked to go to Walmart again next week, I don't know, you'll try. But because then at that point, then I might just ask to go to Barnes & Noble to see if there's the photo book version. If there's not, we might have to cut our losses at the Walmart version and just pick up the photo book version and call it done, because I can't do with this anymore with Armageddon. I want to move on to Cosmic. I want to move on getting Cosmic. So, which is kind of also an issue, because it's like, because if Cosmic is going to be released like store wide, because apparently it is getting released in Barnes and Noble too, then it's like, I don't know what to do because it's like I think they're only releasing the poster, not the poster version. They're only releasing the photo book versions. Here. So it's like, do I double dip and get 4 photo books? And for the sake of like just getting 2 of them to have a Target exclusive card? Or do I just fully collect a Target set and just basically ignore the like domestic set? Like, you know, just the Korean sets. I don't know what to do. Because it's just like, at least with Wendy, it was just like, oh, okay, like I can just get the photo book version and not have to worry about like, oh, I'm not doing this intentionally. I'm just holding it like this. But like, I know this has nothing to do with aespa, but again, it's like we're already almost done with Armageddon. It's so. My phone is overheating. Alright, let's finally film this after 3 days.
Life.
Today is September 3rd. Even though, to explain, I just had the CSM Genesis driver here for the past weekend or so because I initially wanted to have Zraikin mess around with it, but again, it's been like days have passed and I wanted to clean up the space, so I think because this will be coming out after, because I need to start filming this, so yeah, this again, it took me a while to film just because I was just trying to finish other videos that were supposed to be for this month. But like, let's just get to the point. I actually initially recorded an entire like session just of me discussing about the whereabouts, like progress and such about this entire video, because I was actually kind of getting worried that we weren't going to be able to achieve the goal on time, and I recorded that. Was it the second to last week of August? I don't remember, but we're here again, so we actually have progress, and I actually remembered I needed to clear the table because I needed to film the B-roll for this. But, yeah, to my surprise, we actually got an authentic version of Armageddon. This was just, again, it was more on the whim, just because did I find it first and then no, I think my sister found it and then I found it, and she was like, "Oh, I knew you were gonna get that." And it's the cover, it's the version I wanted, because again, I wasn't gonna get both versions of the authentic version just because of the group photo card not being randomized. And also, I did not know this was a close-up. I'm gonna have to assume it's Karina. But I will definitely say so far, this one's actually showing up the best. But it's probably because I'm actually angling the lights correctly. But again, I'll have a better close-up. As you can see, they're very steep price point. And obviously with Zraikin's membership, I think with 20% off, I think it's only $30. Yeah, it's not a good price for it, but the prices I've seen this thing on Mercari Japan for when I was trying to find it, it's like $5 more. Because this thing was selling for, I know technically it's like, well, no duh, because you didn't exchange it, so technically it would have been cheaper. So yeah, I mean, technically, like, this is an imported version, so it's like, of course you're gonna have to pay, like, a bit more for it. I think if I got it, if I did at least secure it off of, like, the card Japan, I think it was $30, $5 or so, and it was like, why? I don't get it. Plus, I did not expect it to be this huge. I thought it was, like, I thought it was going to be the size of this. I thought it was just this small size, but no, this is a full-length photo book for sure. So, we're one version down away, and okay, because I'm ultimately just gonna scrap the other piece. Basically, what that last part was that I recorded was basically we're gonna just have to drop we're just gonna have to drop trying to get the Walmart version of My Power, because as you can see in this compilation I'll play through, multiple times I've filmed the shelves at Walmart. They don't hold aespa. I think my stores just ultimately stopped stocking aespa. It's kind of annoying, but like I can't do anything about it and such. So I'm just gonna have to deal with not being able to get the Walmart exclusive, which technically means the Target exclusives from this one are going to be the only viable options. But again, that's just, it's technically not viable because no one wants to go to Target for my own sake. So, which then leaves us with the zine version, to which was also another thing I needed to bring up. I forgot that version existed when we did our like last two parts. Load, come on. The battery's gonna die on the camera. Hurry up. Do I have to go on Safari to do so? Just go on View Macari. It will always show up. Oh, gosh. I choked on my own saliva. So here's the proof. And if you forgot what it looked like there. I don't know how this version kind of like escaped my mind when I was originally like pointing out like, oh, this is what we need and such. Just because like, I guess to say it, the zine version does kind of feel random, but like after like, what am I trying to say? Just because like I feel like all these other versions we've had like right here are all pretty distinctive, but like the zine version for sure just feels kind of random. But now we got what 3, 4, 5, 6 versions. We got 6 versions, but that's just because we, again, that's just literally because we have 2 poster versions. And speaking of what they had at Barnes & Noble, because I didn't film it as the battery exhaust. So, I didn't film just because at that point, I'll just tell you what happened, basically. That's why I just didn't bother filming. Also, it's just because, I mean, I'm only filming Walmart because it's more briefer, and I guess for the gaggery of my unsuccess of spotting a Walmart My Power. So first of all, they actually restocked from like the last time I went there. Because, again, the last time I went there, all they had was this poster version. But this time, they had Karina's Supernova version, and I believe they had, I forgot about that. I think they also had her My Power, too. Unless it was Ning Ning. I couldn't tell. I only looked at this here because I don't remember how it went out. Either I think my sister handed this to me or I grabbed it. But my only focus was on this. So, it's upside down. This was my only focus and such. So, they had 4 Armageddon albums stocked at least. So, that's something new. So, I can at least parade about the fact that, like, ooh-wee, like, I actually got... I got 3 of these albums locally, but then at the same time, I have to look at myself and be like, I'm gonna get the majority of them online. Because, like, I mean, I could have gotten to My Power locally, but I was not smart. And because, again, I didn't know what was released here, but I mean, like, I think this was the only version that I probably had to get online, or at the basically import. But I mean, like, oh, cool, we got a POV. If you couldn't tell, I haven't edited the video yet. Like, I barely edited through it. All I did was just put down the footage on the timeline, and whatever I did as a short on this channel, that's all that's been edited. So I apologize if there's like a lot of repeated statements and such. And if I go off of my Gotchard video, I'll probably try to cut down... Oh, I mean, the Gotchard video I didn't repeat myself often, which was good. But I'll try to cut down any future repetitions and such. But, I mean, our stack is looking good at least, so, like, I mean, again, technically, I can, like, I'm just going to try to wait for the zine version, just because, like, again, I genuinely forgot about it. I mean, I'm at least, I don't know, because, like, I generally don't want this to be released by the end of the month, because it's going to mess up my schedule. But I think that's going to have to be the case, because I do not think Dragon's going to be able to ship out the buy box. Even though, again, I got a zine version, and I got my birthday present, to which my birthday present, like my self-birthday present, was for a video, so...
Maybe I'm a weirdo, I know.
We're finally here. Yes. We're at the conclusion of this. As of this date, it's... Oh, I didn't think of this. Yeah, I'm not gonna... I think you can tell. So that's unfortunate, but anyways. So, my buy box finally came, as you could see back there. I'll probably have footage of it, but yeah, I've already said this a lot. I'm actually upset about this, just because, if you didn't watch the video, basically, this is a set of 9, this is a set of 8, like, because there was a total of 8, and I got a duplicate of 2 of them, because I was supposed to get another arc. I was supposed to get Arc himself, but instead they gave me 2 Ginga Victories, and I looked at the listing again. First of all, it was $50. Second of all, it said I was supposed to be guaranteed all 8. So yeah, basically this is a ripoff. Yes, it's cool that yes, it's not technically a ripoff because I got 7 out of 8, but still, for one of them to be a duplicate, despite the fact I was told I was supposed to be guaranteed all 8, yeah, that is upsetting. I mean, I at least got 2 exclusives. exclusives. Or not, I got the pre-order bonus and the apparel one out of the way, so. This one's my birthday present, my self-birthday present. But anyways, you're not here for that. You're here to see the final version of Armageddon that had yet to have arrived. Here it is. The zine version. And hopefully this is actually just normal standard zine version, because there is a Japanese version of the zine version, but obviously I won't be able to tell until I actually open this and get the cards, or see what cards it comes with, to which obviously I don't know because I haven't seen the cards for this entire album. But I think, definitely looking at it for sure, it's a lot more thinner than I was expecting. But I mean, probably because I don't know, because I felt like, I guess to weirdly explain it, the My World zine versions were kind of a lot more baggier and just felt a lot more like thinner of a magazine and such. Censor this, remember. But kind of like this and such, where like, well, I mean, it wasn't like this, but like, oh jeez. But like, you know, it kind of did have that like magazine feel. And so, like, it did have that magazine feel of just like, in terms of like splashes and such. I'm not using this as a way to practice my framing on this, but yeah. So I guess in a way it's kind of good that this is a higher quality and such. Again, I apologize that everything seems a lot more blurry, but then again, I guess it's just because I don't remember actually. I mean, because at this point I have edited through this video, so I'm more used to like the weirder lower angles, to which I'm confused as to how we get to low angles where, to the point like the camera's like pointing down here. I don't know why we did that. Which is why I'll just adjust the framing. I shouldn't put it down like that. I adjust the framing of this and such, but like, that's why I think, at least with these last two entries too that I've recorded, I've actually just tried to make it so that I don't have to do so much work for myself. But yeah, here we are. Let me move these two out of the way. But now we can actually take our pile of Armageddon albums with our zine version and put it right there. Woohoo! We did it! We got our pile of Armageddon albums. So let's roll call yet again. We have the poster version with Ning Ning, along with a Evertown Pop. We have the poster version, Barnes & Noble's exclusive. Whoops. We have the zine version. We have the Super Bean version, to which I think I actually mistakenly called it the Supernova version. We have the My Power Ning Ning version. My Power, I don't know what this one's called. Is it just a group version? I generally don't remember. And then last but not least, we have the we have the authentic version, circle version as they call it, because I think the other one's called the I version, which is not this. And obviously here lies the Walmart version that we can't get our hands on. So I can't get my Giselle Shoddy What You Doing photocard.
Shoddy, what you doing? What?
Rip. But hopefully I remember to put in footage of all the albums present and, you know, have that nice collage. But obviously, we're not going to end it there because you're probably wondering, oh, what did you, like, you know, you're probably curious of just, like, you know, like, there's, like, no fun at just having these albums and just showing them and not actually, like, telling us what you got. I wonder if there's going to be a future video you can see that in. That'll be nice. We'll have a cutaway to what I've got. Because obviously I have to film all this. Okay, so I just finished recording the page throughs, so I'll go through these quickly and such. So for the cards we pulled, we have Karina, the group one, which is guaranteed. We have Giselle. We have Karina, this Captra version. We pulled Giselle. We pulled Karina. We pulled Giselle. Giselle. And Giselle. I tried to film this like with me in it, but then it just looked bad because you weren't able to see this. So, you know, I just want to say, like, for whoever stuck around or whoever like actually watched through this video, I just want to say thanks. I just wanted to do this video just, I mean, just for fun, and also just because, you know, Quantiverse 3 is going to be away from now and such. So, you know, just to at least have something in its place and such. And again, I just thought it would have been a fun concept of a video, even if it's just a lot of me just talking and such. Again, I'm finally glad to finally have this done and over with, because yeah, it was kind of ridiculous that I already had Hot Mess. Hot Mess was already... I already finished this before finishing the versions of Armageddon I wanted to get, so it was just like, I was like, I really need to finish up with this and such. So, I hope you have fun. I mean, no. Again, if you actually want to see me actually open these, you're gonna have to wait until next year, because I know for sure next year we are gonna actually, I am finally actually gonna put out the page throughs that I've been filming since 2020, but have not uploaded and such. So, yeah. Well, like what I said before, you will see some of the footage I film in a future video that I think is gonna come after this one, actually. And you will see the cards. You will see me talk about the cards again the video after that and such. So, again, stay tuned for that. This is... Jeez. Again, thank you for, I guess, coming to this video and such. I think this video is gonna be like 2 hours, because I'm like an hour 25 right now on the timeline. This is Ryder, and I'll leave you people. Bye.